This short presentation will clarify the situation concerning assignment word limits within CYP IAPT assignments. Every assignment will have a word limit which is specified in the handbook. That word limit refers to the maximum number of words allowed in the main text of your assignment. If your main text exceeds the stated word limit, your mark will be affected. If your word count exceeds the word limit by less than 10%, then your mark will automatically be reduced by 5 marks. If your word count exceeds the word limit by 10% or more, then your mark will automatically be reduced by 10 marks. These deductions will be made even if this means reducing the category of pass, but any deductions will not lead to the assignment failing if it would have passed before the deduction was made. So for example, if you would have scored 52 but you've exceeded the word limit, then your mark will be reduced, but only reduced to 50. Now let's try and clarify exactly what is and is not included in the main text word count. So your main text word count does include headings and subheadings, but not headings and subheadings in the appendices, reference lists, bibliographies, tables, graphs, or diagrams. Any citations within the text are included. So for example, Fugel, Dunsmuir, and Curry 1999 will count as 5 words. The main text does not include the words included in the appendices, the reference lists or bibliographies, tables, graphs, diagrams, footnotes, headers, footers, and the bit right at the beginning that says the word count is whatever it is. Now all discussion and commentary should be presented in the main text and not squirreled away in the footnotes or appendices. So although all the words and numbers presented in tables, graphs, diagrams and footnotes etc. do not count towards the main text, they do count towards a supplemental word count, and that supplemental word count must not exceed 15% of the stated word limit for that assignment. Anything beyond that 15% will simply not be marked. Now let's try and make this really clear about what is and is not included in the word count. So here, this is the header on each page, and this does not count towards your word count. This is the word count at the beginning of your assignment, and this does not count towards your word count. Here, highlighted in green, are headings and subheadings within the main text. These do count towards your word count. Down here you can see a footnote. This counts towards the supplemental word count, but not the main text word count. Down here where it just says page 1 and page 2, this is the footer, and this does not count. This is a diagram. It and its heading count towards the supplemental word count. Now working our way through this assignment, here we see a table. It and its heading count towards the supplemental word count. Here you'll see a citation. This, as we said earlier, does count towards the main text word count. This is a graph. It and its heading count towards the supplemental word count. This here is the reference list. It and its heading do not count. This is an appendix. It does not count. So hopefully that's made everything super clear, but if you have any questions, please do ask, and preferably do that before you submit your work. Thanks very much.